Has this addressed to the principals?
Yes, ma'am. Pero mangita sila bago kay 2011 pa ko, no?
Okay. So the 2011, but your request was also 2011.
Yes, ma'am.
So the approval was also 2011.
Yeah, oh, yes, ma'am. 2011.
So how many days then? What was
Mga
the delay?
dali naman to, ma'am, pag kay follow up man namo. Kay 31 man ni ang reply ni ma'am August 31. So almost mga almost 1 month.
August 31.
Yes, ma'am.
And it took the division a month, you mean?
Almost a month to
Almost
reply.
a month. And you consider it a big delay?
No, ma'am. Ang delaying tactic was not there. Kung adto namin sa station sa eskwelahan, adto na mahitabo ang delaying tactic sa mga principals kay
So do you attribute the delaying tactic to have come from the division office or to have,
I guess not, ma'am.
Okay.
We would like that this delay made by principals in different schools sa Cebu City as well as sa Mandawi, we experienced that karon lang, ma'am, I guess sa Tupitsaha this month, August, sa Mandawi. Pero mo rin na Cebu City, ma'am. Pag doon na mo armed with this sa mga principal, ingnon pa nga mga yog bag-o kay daan ako nun eh. Unya, wap amay laing memorandum nga ni override ani. So ang among gustong mahitabo.
Did you ask, sir? Did you request for another or renewal of the authority to conduct in the schools?
We're about to do that, ma'am.
Okay.
Ang amo lang gusto is kanang as wap mag-issue mga ngayok muhimo pa mig letter request to issue another memorandum from region and from the division office. For the meantime, kanilang usay among gamiton while waiting for the next memorandum.
What time are you requesting for?
We're about to do
What time
that.
of the day are you requesting for the conduct of this activity in the schools?
Usually, ma'am, 3 to 4 or 3:30 to 4, 3:30 to 4:30. Pero
3:30 to
okay raman mi, ma'am, og 4. Yes, ma'am. Okay raman mi, ma'am, og 4 to 5. Pero
Okay,
mas
so
much
you're
better.
still going to resend your letter request for the renewal?
Yes, ma'am, we are about to do that. Pero for the meantime, ma'am, wap aman to mahimo, maghimo pa mi ana. Dayon, for the meantime, kanila ko sa among gamiton. Unya,
Okay.
ang mga
May
principals,
borrow-
yes, ma'am. Iuli kopya, ma'am.
Request ko, ma'am, to be please note that on record that the unnecessary delay did not come from the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I wanted
Yes, ma'am.
to
Dili
hear.
nagi kanimo, ma'am. Ako
You already
nagdeklaro,
said
ma'am.
it man, ma'am, na it's not from your office, but the principals, he consider it a delaying tactic on the part of the principals because they're requesting for a new authority, which, in my opinion, is probably the thing we need to do
Yes, ma'am.
ASAP, no? So we will, the superintendent can issue another authority kay this was last year from good sir, and we have to consider also the but anyway, that's for the superintendent already. She issued this and she will make the decision. So next one, sir, anything more related to this? I'm sure the teachers will be interested in this because this is salary increase.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So is there anything more about number 2? What action would you want from the superintendent other than that? Because you are
Fast
still going to
track,
request.
if we are through with a letter to be sent to your office, to this office here, we would like the speedy fast track the issuance of memorandum so that we can conduct seminars to different schools orientation. With regard to House Bill 214, to anyway, di naman kay kami rin ma-benefited dun, ma'am. Public knowledge nga, kita
But
tanan
I think the
ma-benefited.
superintendent will be more than
Yes,
interested
yes, ma'am.
also
Fast-track your letter.
to talk about it kay salary increase. When you increase the teacher salary,
Yes, ma'am.
that includes the superintendent.
Doon na
Because the
domino
superintendent
effect na
is
siya,
not
ma'am.
chair by law.
Yes, domino effect na. Kung sa interest na siya, ma'am.
Correct, so everyone will be interested. But anyway, let's, wala na tayo related to this.
Kining sa
Sure.
Public Sector Unionism Seminar.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Kanang doon na mag-good meet signature campaign para ang mahimo din siyang linear kay ang
As of now, it's a what?
kuan ang union pag nanay registration accredited na may CNA na ang NCR.
So what do you need? What support would you need then about the?
Kanang mo tabang ta sila kuan ba?
Did you ask for that? Did you ask for the request? I mean, did you have a written request already requesting for the support of whom?
wala pa.
The division office?
Sa division office?
Okay, so the letter need to be
Including sa
sent pa.
Region 7, ma'am.
Oh, the letter request need to be sent pa.
Okay.
Just to give you an information, the initiative should come from the employees themselves, from the teachers themselves, Because there should be at least 10% to the now. In other words, it's not the division office that should give the go signal, because that would provide a wrong signal that the division office, the one encouraging it, it should come from the teachers themselves, the employees themselves.
Okay.
You're right.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
you're right.
support.
They're only asking for authority,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
They're only asking
Yes, Atty.
authority to see the teachers.
Support sa
It should come.
They're only asking for
That,
authority.
that is what we are doing now. The House Bill
sa
1
presidents of ang organization po, ma'am. Asking permission.
They're free, yeah. If the discretion and the decision comes from the
Like
superintendent.
Nocte,
When the
TTC,
superintendent decides, that's for her to
Ah,
consider.
yeah.
And because it's teacher benefit, then in my own opinion, we have no reason to deny them of salary increase request because it's for all of us. Even the superintendent is a teacher by law, no? So, benefited yapon. But even if the superintendent is not included, it is our obligation to go for a request. Anyway, it's only a request. The approval of the request is not ours. And if it's supported by everyone, it does not also mean it will be approved by Congress. At least we have done something from
Yes,
our end.
correct.
If we have done something, we have no more way of saying na wala gani kibuhat ng among mga kauban, no? So, more man siya importante na we will be able to show na we care and we show that we feel their, we also share with their feelings that they need an increase. Anyway, it's subject to a process in Congress. So, the final decision comes from the superintendent and she knows the factors to consider for the immediate approval and so on. So, we will leave it to the superintendent when the request is already there.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, okay. So, pertinent to number 3 na ta. Wala na tayo laing i-take care sa number 2.
Itong reply,
reply ni ma'am.
ma'am, sa loyalty pay.
Okay, number 3.
Kaning number 3, ma'am, loyalty pay refund. Ang kaning loyalty pay refund, last mga, I guess, 2010, teachers were subject for deduction.
September nag-start. September.
Nga nag-start ni adtong September 2011 ang maong issue nganing kusog dayon pagka November nag-start ang deduction
Is
sa
deduction for, can you give me an idea, sir, what you mean by loyalty pay refund?
longevity refund.
Loyalty ni siya.
Loyalty, yes ma'am, sige, go ahead. Sige ma'am.
Kaning loyalty pay, ma'am, di ba, for every year of service, nga mo, abot ka of 10 years, you will receive loyalty pay. Unya, karon si ma'am ang tungo sa iyang kamayo, panagaan niya 1,000 per year.
Charged to the savings of the division office. Okay. So this is
Pero
savings
prior
of
ana,
division
ma'am,
office.
ang abiliana nagdawat na gyud ni 1,000.
From your own savings because you're an
Yes,
independent
oo.
unit. Okay.
So, naghatag na yun may mga 2004, matingal ito nagsugod. Basta, murag
About that
2004, 5, murag 6, murag 4, 3 consecutive years, like 10,000 mi. Karon doon na kuan, gitagaan mi o kining audit observation memorandum to refund. Pero, murag
From?
gi-justify from our
POA.
own POA.
Okay.
Unya, gi-justify to sa among admin officer. So, wala may maka
Refund.
refund.
Okay. So when it was observed and then justified, COA okay.
Oo.
After justification, how
Okay.
many months did it take COA to give their decision? Do you remember?
Mga 15 days naman tingnan. Ma'am, I have a copy, pero I cannot remember where I put it.
Okay, now what happened today? What,
Ya
why
karon
is this a
pagka
concern?
2010 to ma'am, no? Pagka 2010 murag na tingalingatan yung atong nimo ma'am from katong sa TDC no. Kaya naman to naka-attach man to siya nga 1,000 ning allow man ang kuan ma'am. Si kuan secretary Luis Tro si Sunga nga kuan.
That's under Secretary Songa.
Na dili violation ang paghatag og 1,000 per year sa mga DepEd employees.
Kaniga,
It's not a violation because it's subject to the available savings of the agency or of that particular office.
Kini siya.
The secretary.
Kini si kuan si Attorney Sunga.
Yeah.
So, niingon din siya diri nga loyalty cash give to on the second query, payment of 1,000 loyalty cash give to qualified officials and employees does not violate DepEd Order number 55 series of 2003.
Okay, so what happened then?
So karon nagpadala man og suwat kini ang among gi-attach sa among
So you
letter.
did a
dito.
justification. You made a justification
wala
attached.
tingali, ma'am. Kini gi-post ni sa among bandikla sa biometrics. So amo ni gipasirukan kay niingon gi-post naman ni. Unya pag post ani mao ni ang giingon nga nag-overpayment. So nagpadala mi og
Who
suwat
said, who concluded or make a conclusion of overpayment?
ang
Kuha.
kuan, ang kuwa.
Okay. So what shall we do now? Make a justification
ma'am,
like what you did.
Ningadto ni sa kuan ma'am, nagpadala mi og suwat direkta dito sa ni kuan ni attorney ni kuan gyud ni Secretary Luis Drew. So from Secretary
Attach the COA observation.
Oh, kini
And you
ang
request
gadget.
for
Na
the
kuan.
secretary to represent you
To
for the
kuan.
justification to COA.
Dili ningon lang nga, dili ba siya violation? Wa mo gud mito mo gus Manila nga.
Daga attorney Songa ning ano naman ka ang violation.
Oh, dili. Hasa si
2009
kuan pa.
Ah,
Hasa
2009.
even kuan si attorney Moyot na pud siya
Okay.
kuan.
That's
Unya,
under Secretary mo yun.
unya man gani siya diri ma'am. Ang
Okay.
kuan sa gani nagpadasad ang chief accountant gyud sa DepEd, nagpadala gyud siya sila gyud og memo.
Okay. So, what action has the direction done already about this? So, the action ani ma'am no?
Suwat jud mi sa regional
Do we have a copy of the letter?
Pero kuan man gud siya ma'am kanang namanggoy kuan si attorney mo yun iyang memorandum ngadto ni kuan ni Ma'am Katalan sa chief
So,
accountant
it
sa
was
DepEd.
under Secretary Moyo who gave the response that it is allowable.
Oh, from Secretary Moyo to Ma'am
And
Katalan.
Secretary Luis Tro has not issued any contrary order to that.
Yes.
And
yeah.
therefore, what you need now is for the Secretary Moyo's letter, attach the justification to the justification and send it to the Secretary of Education, Secretary Luis Tro, for him to issue a memorandum that this is in order. Then that will now entitle
Siya,
you
ma'am.
to reimbursement of those who paid and whoever.
Una niya mong gi-request nga.
Oo. Sure.
Ang what really happened is this. Nakakuha na sila ato based sa civil service na memo na not more than 1,000 at less than 5. Ang division office na siya savings so nihatag yung 1,000 ma'am.
Okay.
And then when it was audited sa COA, ni kuan si Ma'am Husay, that's sa amo nga auditor ma'am. And so what we did na nangayo man mig mga kuan nakahatag si Ma'am Lim na mo among gi-support ang katong kanhi si Sunga, among giswatan ang region pero ang regional COA ni oppose man sa division nga COA. And so nagsugod nami, nagpadidak na jud may base sa allowance. And here comes sa suwat nila na pud nga bag-oro na ipay ganin ni kay apil mo kuana nga ni-refund. And so ang among gihimo ma'am in as much as COA mandated na bila silang mo disallow po pila man ang akuan. So ang among gihimo is we forwarded to them kana siya for reconsideration.
Okay. So how many days have passed already? Did we make a follow-up of this?
Wala na,
Can we
ikaduha sa
then-
ni ma'am, kay primero nilang gihatag namo, wala pa man tong kang sa accountant.
Okay.
Pero nadawat na mo ang accountant, murag Friday ko nakadawat na sa accountant, ano sa kanaaron sa accountant. Karon ako na kong gi-forward dito. Mauban niya po na for reconsideration. Kato lang sa accountant.
And so,
Kay primero ato kang
have we called if the reconsideration has been received already by the office?
Receive naman dyan nila ang kuan ma'am. Ang kila lang yung bag may wala pa.
Okay, so we're waiting for the response. And at this point, maybe we can ask somebody from your office to call for the possible response, no?
Kaya
And
ang
make it
akong-
on the record
ang akong
in your logbook
ang
that
akong
you
ICC
call.
niya ma'am na naman to receive sa kuha.
Okay?
Nya kuan sa tunta ma'am. Ang nahitabo diha namo sa Abiliana, wala ni taga ibitaw ma'am o kuan kanang memorandum bitaw sir nga magsugod na ang ida, automatic lang siya ni
Okay. So there was a lack of communication from the administrative officer or office of the principal to the employees, which is very important. Okay. So,
Kinahanglan mo yun.
Kaya kami sa amo
yeah,
sa division
lack of
office,
notice or lack of
assignment na-
communication, no?
assignment na conform yung kanong sa ako.
Oo.
Siya magpa-deduct.
So, lack of communication as to why refund and when to start deducting. And what happens if it's reconsidered. So, if it's reconsidered, they will be refunded again, no? So, it should be why refund, when to start the deduction, and what happens if reconsidered. So, there is something we have to, okay, we take note of this here. This is very important. So, what more, man? So, from the division office now, the action that the division office can do is to track the response. It's for everyone. Basta benefits ganin lang sa teachers. Okay. And then the next one is we will emphasize on the lack of communication para dili na nimo vacuum no ang communication.
So, okay ako nimo.
So next one, is there anything more we can do to resolve these numbers? Number 3. So about to. What's the percentage? Mga 60 to 70% success na tani.
90 kita naman huwag na ay kuha ni secretary. So,
Why don't we write the secretary and ask him to issue a memorandum authorizing that? No harm in writing, right?
Ano ma'am, na naman din ang gi-attach sa yang panapos nga statement ma'am for your information and appropriate action. So appeal na sa action siguro not coming from teachers also kay amo naman gihimo trabaho sa on the part sa teachers.
No, what I mean is, was that addressed to Secretary Luis already?
Gikan ni Undersecretary Attorney Alberto Muyot.
To whom?
Address amo ni ang iyang legal opinion base sa
This
loyalty.
is still a legal opinion of the Undersecretary.
Yes, ma'am.
Meaning it's not yet executory. Because
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
still a legal opinion.
So-
That means we need the Secretary to authorize that based on his opinion.
So to fast track the ng refund of loyalty pay ma'am, we suggest that from the Cebu City Division and the region would make immediate actions speedy.
But we don't have the papers with us. So if you want us to endorse your
Yes.
action, then give it to us. Then I'm sure that Chief AO Lida will do everything to send that to them. That's the
So,
thing we
sir.
can do for action. Kay dili man maka-act ang division of ang region. The only thing we can do is forward that there because the final say is from the secretary. Sila may authorizing official. Dili man ni. Iba sa documents, ASAP, then Ida can follow up.
Di ba kung usay this case, siya may undersecretary ma'am sa
No,
attorney
ma'am.
mo yun
No,
sa...
ma'am. No, ma'am. The secretary is still the secretary. The opinion of the legal is the input for the secretary's decision.
Memorandum.
Only the secretary can issue the memorandum. The undersecretary gives input to the secretary for his decision. Wala na ako, my recommendations for the director is not me who will act, but I can influence her action.
Advisory lang.
Oh. So, ana na siya, ma'am. Una yun na kayo, ma'am. 95% na yun na.
Sort of a basis.
Basis
for the
naman for iyang
secretary
decision.
to-
Siya mag-issue. Kaya, wala na. So, murag hayag-hayag na siya, ma'am na. Anyway, next one is the prompt releasing of the chalk and other allowances. I got a copy from Berta, and she said she received it. She received it July 17. July 11 was the date of this one, advice of NCA. And then we have, they received it July 16 here, nila Ma'am Fernan. And then the region received it July 17. And now, they released it to the divisions. Just released it to the divisions.
release na sa
O, mupay pag-release sa divisions.
ATM na naman talaga.
Naala sa mga ATM tanan. Na-release na yun sa ATM.
Based sa
Chalk
experience sa
allowance.
teachers ma'am, ang Chalk Allowance is released during the month of June or July. Unya karon ang na-region na siya, na-delayed man. O
Dugay man siya
more or
nadawa
less
sa
3
region,
months.
sir.
That is why nabutang sa mong agenda tungod sa iyang delay.
We'll make a
gibutang-
recommendation.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The fast track of the issuance of and other allowances.
Okay, so the action we will take is for you, your group, to make a recommendation that it will be released directly to the divisions. Di na mo agi o region parang wala na delay. Is that what you mean? Make the request.
Pwede man ma'am, ganun from the regional office, diretso na lang siya. Pero as much as possible, katong na-experience na mo nga, June, July, something like that. Karon pa siya na-delayed ma'am ever since pag-start sa Chalk Allowance.
So dili siya sa region, sir, no? Kaya dugay sa nilang nadawat. Maybe we request, ang siya to request ana, national office or DBM to release it to, how is that? What's the flow there is? DBM to release it directly to the, DepEd and DepEd to the divisions diretso. Para di na maagi regional office. Ang sabi niyo recommendation.
Allowance, kung na savings, pwede na siya magamit.
Dili ma'am, lain doon siya mga funds. Kaya ang savings ma'am is maintenance and other operating expenses. Ang Chalk Allowance is materials man for the teachers. Isan ka ego ma'am ang savings. Wa pa may savings of June. Nari pa man na declare ang savings of December.
Yeah, na-apply akong kuan ma'am. Muna mag-way teacher ba? Teacher siya pero with kuan ka ng
Head teacher.
head teacher pero doon na siya teaching loan.
Not entitled to Chalk Allowance mo, no?
Mo yan.
Head teacher mo siya ma'am. Head teacher naman siya ma'am. Hindi siya teacher.
Saan siya na teaching loan?
Yes. Because her item mom is head teacher. She's no longer counted in the budget for teacher. Although she is by principal, she's
teacher.
supposed to handle teaching load. No, kay mo man gyud sa principal na basta kulang kang teachers mo handle mo gyud ka ang teaching. But head teachers are separate items already credit and salary. And wala na sila na appeal sa budget ma'am for the teachers. But there's no limitation to our request. If you can make a request representing the head teachers who are handling teaching loads, as much as four teaching loads ang ubang head teachers. So if we make a request representing their cost ba, na in as much as some head teachers are teaching to as much as 4 teaching loads, wa ba siguro mawa po nato ma'am mo request ta og Chalk Allowance para nila kay gatudlom sila. And then you effective something like that, shares on savings of the department. Bisan maulahin na sila release, basta kaya na-releasean sila. Kung di magaling sila ma-releasean, basta kikita na, na yung action para nila, di ba? E gatudlo man sila. Asap sila mo ang chalk. Amin niya pa, point ba ya? Di uban ni principal, tutulog gani. Gitugod na wala, ilang maestra. And then we cannot deny the enrollment of this. So if I were you, suggestion lang ako, you get a list of all the head teachers teaching, how many teaching loads, i-attach ninyo ang ilang class program, no? Kaya naaman dyan na ilang class program, the list of children that are teaching, or maybe the number, and then subject to verification, because this will be verified anyway, and then ask for their Chalk Allowance. They're also teaching. And when that teacher is absent, and there is no other teacher, is the head teacher who teaches the subject. These are the realities of the field, which at times the DBM or the national office cannot see. Kaya these are very small details naman God, na dili makita sa macro level. But wala man yun mo pugong nato mga ito yun ang i-represent ang ilang cost. Kaya ang kalipay po gani sa itong head teacher nga katudlo, bisag dili na dahil ma-actionan, basta ka itong i-represent ang ilang needs. Diba? Mura mo gunay pagani, di ba na siya compensation, bigyan na ang feeling ba of gratitude ganyan i-share. Di mahal-mahal sa ng chok karon. Yung mga yung bukas maestra, di ko mga hatag, kaya may wala niya ako, ginakabot ko Friday. May ubos. Yung kayo ubos sa principal, may makadako sa gubot. Di ba kayo ubos man ang head teacher, gibalibaran sa yung teacher. O sige, ma-upset ka, kapalos ko mo. These are feelings, no, which have to be shared and has to be addressed. So, I would suggest na wala ninyo, sir, kung ay sa tag-request ba, address to the region, through the superintendent to the region. It's up to them. Kung nasa sila kwarta, buhatag. Diba? Wala eh. Basta naalang yung data, kung pila dyan sila ka-head teachers na nagtudlo.
So, dili individual mo.
Hasta na dyan yung ngalan, ma'am. The name of the head teacher, the school they're assigned, the number of teaching loads they are taking.
Ikausa lang din pag-request.
Usaon ko na siya mapag-request, ma'am, niya ibutang ni mo by school, niya naagyo ng ilang item number, ma'am. Item number, the teachers, item number, niya pila ka klase ilang i-handle, and then at what instance of the year, pila kay frequency nga kung absent ang teacher, wa man sila pool of kanang special teachers nga maka-take over ba. So, makita man sana sa imong class program nga walay special teacher maka-take over. Then these are not compensated because head teachers are not also entitled to service credits, ma'am, di ba?
Ang iyang
Commutable leave.
Bilin ko man ang iyang ikuan.
Nag-text lagi siya na kanina, ma'am, nagtunong tangat dihan ni ma'am.
There. Marami yung arguta, wabi, sugot yan, ma'am. Isa pa, ngayon mo na siyang presidents for the entire country. Why not? If you start it here, it becomes a precedence in the entire country, you have done something for the country. Starting with your own little idea or little thing, na i-share lang yun mo sa ilang need. Sa unang bitaw ka ng secondary school principals nga i-charge sa school board, bali mo na mo anong fight. Na-approve na. Then Cebu City na naggamit na. It became a memorandum circular. But it took me 5 days to stay in COA in bank dito sa Manila. Palit na lang po additional sinina kay I really waited for them to sit in bank. Kaya dili man mahimong usara ka commissioner ang mo decide. So it has to be, you have to be patient po ba? Okay. Mo lagi na parang parang allowed jud ba sa SEF ang teacher's salary sa secondary to be charged sa SEF. Kay silent man ang LBC 23, buta nga naman ito extension teachers. Nya ang pagsabot sa SEF members, extension teachers means elementary. Kaya wa man ma-practice ng secondary i-charge sa SEF. But then we thought it's worth fighting, so we fought. And then it became a memorandum circular. Little things ba that would mean a lot to the teachers. So I said, may na ng God's delay, not God's denial anyway. Pagka pinag-ampo, di ba? Ampo kita. And then next. So anything more about that? That's a good idea. The head teachers should be included chalk allowance. Ay lang mo taging proportionate to teaching loads. Kaya pangulo sila bahin-bahin pa.
Someone, I'm head teacher, dami na share load.
Namin loads and head teachers, ma'am. Most of the head teachers na rin. And the TICs are teachers. And because they're TICs, no, napagyapon sila chalk allowance kay TICs man sila. Katong full-time head teachers na wala. Head teacher 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pero nga yung mga bulumang schools na, sa head teacher ang ilang kuhan. Designation ng sila.
Kay designation pa man, ma'am. Kung designation pa, ma'am, teacher pa yun na sila.
So, basta na item,
Kung na-item, may teacher na siya, ma'am. Pero kung designation ra from the office of the principal, they are still teachers. So, ilang classification na naman teachers.
Head teacher na yun.
Kung head teacher na yun, then head teacher na yun na siya.
Wala na siya teaching load.
Dili, ma'am. They are supposed to teach for at least 4 teaching loads. Depende sa gidakon sa school. Kaya naman sa school nga dako jud kaayo head teacher ra. Itan apilyan na niya ang classification sa department head na may uban nga tungod sa dako ang department head is called a head teacher. Sa ato pag-teach siya pero yung item head teacher na siya administrative function side by side with her or additional to not additional side by side with that teaching load. So that's a good point ba ya? Why don't you do that?
Ma'am. July pa ito nadawat ang no? Chalk allowance ga-release sa DBM Marisa Richard.
July, ma'am, na-adjud ang receipt from the DBM. I have a copy of the receipt from DBM from signed by Ma'am Fernan here. Received ni Ma'am Fernan, nadawat niya July 16. Then i-forward niya sa ato. So, ano siya, ma'am? July 16. Then, na-release na siya, ma'am, sa ato ang mga teachers in their ATMs already. Oh.
Ma'am, with your respect, ma'am, ito 2 months ma'am, gikan sa pag-receive ikas DBM. Ingon na ka dugay
Pag-download biya sir. Ibi mo ba ng proseso ka na maestra kay idang ilab yung ihatag na concert kay total
Mhm.
for the entire region.
Alright,
Yung
wala
imo
na eh.
i-release ug una usan division sir, magbubot sa na sir Roy.
Mo na mo erase ang question kay aron just to erase the clouds and doubts
Correct.
of those teachers na question nganong nalangay man.
Sakto,
So
sir.
kaning among dialogue din ninyo, most of this statement ako
Just
ning i-read ko
right,
din.
ino na sir. You're also helping us baya.
Yes.
You know what you're doing? You're helping us clear the image of the region to them. So it's a win-win baya. It's not only for you.
44,000.
Imagine 44,000 teachers.
Hindi po ano po sa PSU.
44,000 teachers ang imong downloadan ana niya tanan niya musipyat ka kuska dako iuli na tanan niya
Karon
na
ang ninay tabo man pag-ipaagi sa region ang Chalk Allowance from DepEd to region.
that I'm not very familiar with. So una ba diretso lamsam
Check
not
lang
sure.
po natin ni Mr.
We'll check.
Bautista as
Check.
ang finance officer. Mga
Okay.
ilang sa comment.
Previous years adto man sa disbursing officer pangmaon ang Chalk Allowance.
from the region to the disbursing officers of the division.
Division.
Nya karon sir kay tinagsa na mag-release sa kana maestra kay ATM naman go high tech.
Yes, ma'am.
Nadugoy na mo.
Okay na ka.
Kuan. Ang mga usa sa kuno sa nalanganan kay nay mga superintendent kadugay nagsabot sa ilang number of teachers.
Ano na may tabo ma'am kay naman tayo BIS. It will never happen ma'am nga na superintendent madugay kay ngano.
Labyan talaga.
ang ilang pagsulod nila daan sa system once approved na sila sa record computer naman. So di gyud mahitabong na maestrang mabiyaan. Kung na maestrang wa ma-report kato nga pa ma-appointed. Kaya ang process of appointment karon ma-appeal man gyud siya kay namo enter mo sa computer system. Nya dili na kay usara ka amo arang computer system ma'am na ko civil service na DepEd. Di ko na siya marilisan o kwarta o dili siya na-appeal sa data system.
Sa how about sa mga
Pero ato di ako nang
Sir
ipangatan.
Kanang any break ang items. Ano sa mga mas gitong
Unsa to na
Ay kayo may break ang items.
Sa teachers? Okay, that I cannot answer anymore. Inyo na sabi niya na. But we can look
Sige.
into it, no? Now, offhand, I don't know the
Ma'am,
answer.
kami as to the delay, ma'am, i-check lang nato with Mr. Bautista, our finance officer. I know nga, kuan siya.
Oo,
The
pero-
reason.
Nga dili malista, ma'am, sigurado kung malista. Pero sa pag-release sa ilang sweldo, that we have to look into.
Asa na ito
Pero
makita si
ma-appeal
Sir
sa
Bautista
listahan,
sa
appeal
sino?
ka ng listahan, ma'am. Hindi man ma-sign na niyang appointment, ma'am, kung dili mo go through the process. So pag-release sa iyang first salary, siguro, what I know is mas faster yung run. Whenever sa among time, ma'am, ito ka buwan. Si ma'am,
Yeah.
sa pamalain natong angay nga i-explain sa teachers kanang as far as that is concerned ang Chalk Allowance. So are you making a request that the Chalk Allowance will follow the previous procedure? What's your opinion now? What's your decision?
Kuan ma'am, amo pa nang
Significant ba? To you, significant ang delay? July 16, dayo i-process August, na September karon is like August, September, 2 months.
Yes, ma'am. It took 2 months to release the
But do
kuan
we have
after
the
it was
data
received.
as of the previous years on which one is faster? Maybe you need to get the data first para masuportahan ang request.
Mm.
No, like kung faster gitong sa unang procedure nga i-reach sa superintendents ni mga region if ever that happen, then you can make a request nga it will be back to the previous one. Oo, pero ang problema man sir ang ATM murag diri sa region ang kuan control sa ATM. Pag
I see.
Kinanglan kita mga tanan ni Sir
wala
Joe.
sa division gani. So we'll get more data about it. The more we get the realistic data, mas makagama tag request nga appropriate for that particular problem.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We appreciate that, ma'am.
O tinan bitaw.
From our end, we will also work it out.
Oo, kanang kay your teachers, I mean we have data in the division man like kano sa na-receive, na-release dayon kay kung division gamay ra mo kuno mo atimanon. Labi nang gagmay division di mas dali gyud ma-release. Pero kung sa region with 44,000 teachers, dugay gyud na siya mahuman, di ba? So that could be a good point of fast tracking the release na i-release sa division office. Ang madugay Cebu Province, kanang Cebu City, nga dagko jud kaayo, madugay-dugay gyud mo ginagmay. Pero independent unit, diretso ko sa inyo ha, kamo may release. Di ba?
Wala pa ang gani rin ba?
So ang request na ninyo nga to independent units and to direct to the divisions. I'm sure kung mahimo na nila, it will be faster. Kung ma-allow sa DBM, kay DBM ang mo control po kung kanus ana sa una pag-release. They have their own tracking mechanism and ways of doing it pa. But man dyan mawala na itong requesta. Kasi na ako ninyo nga, why kayo mawa nga mohangyo tapos sa itong mga kauban, yan napakabana sa ta, no? Wala good na ikuan. So, the next one is number 5. Wala na tayo unsa pa ni sir, okay na ni?
World Teachers Day.
Oo, kaning unsa man ning World Teachers Day Unity Walk, sir?
October 5, ma'am, World Teachers Day.
Oh, pero unsa, yeah, I know, kami nalog ng
Yes.
fund run.
Yes, ma'am, ang last year doon ay gihimo nga parade ang teachers, pero before that we requested memorandum from former regional director Bugunia, and he issued memorandum to the division office. Then ang nakasudid tugod sa memorandum is that gi-encourage lang pag-join sa maong parade from Abiliana or from Cebu Normal University to Puente Osmeña. Kadto lang ang nakabutang sa memo is kadto lang mga miyembro sa ang amo tang gusto nga mahitabo i-request sa inyong office, ma'am, this coming October 5 kani Unity Walk, dili lamang siya mag-limit sa miyembro kundi tanang teachers sa Cebu City, kay this is teachers activity. Dili lang siya mag-limit
issue
sa
sa memo, sir.
si Ma'am kuan Amar, Ma'am.
Or naatay kopya sa memo
We
gikan
have
sa region?
Last year
Last
pa to,
year
ma'am.
pa to.
Karon
Last
wala
year.
pa.
Last
So,
year
kamo
to,
dali
ma'am.
mo request nga tanan yung teachers?
Yes, ma'am. Amo
Okay.
na i-request.
Anyway,
Nga di lang siya
may
i-limit
APM.
sa mga
Dito, kami ganito, sir, nang teaching ang mong gi-appeal. Ano na-appeal mo? Ang dagan-dagan
Ang
may
attendance,
pinya,
ma'am, ba?
kagutay raman.
Yan na magputuyuban ng mga kuan dito,
Yeah.
ma'am, organization.
in line ana, ma'am.
I want Teachers Day, man na siya, ma'am. Kita na dyan,
Yes, ma'am.
teachers.
Ma'am, in line ana, ma'am. Kanang we sense that if there is an activity launched by act, we sense that dunay counter activity nga himuon ang, I guess I might be speculating, ma'am, with your respect, division office. For example, katong Teachers Day sa amo sa eskwelahan sa Gutong and the rest of the schools in the Cebu City nga dunay unity celebration sa Teachers Day October 5, 2011 katong parade. Unya nahibong mi ang mga schedule sa Teachers Day celebration sa matag eskwelahan himuon unta mga alas 8 sa buntag, na move man pud og the same hour sa hapon pod sa matag eskwelahan. So ang mga teachers uban nga gusto mo join di na ka-appeal kay doon na may gi-issue nga order nga kinahanglang present sila sa.
Would you believe it was maneuvered or it was coincidental?
We don't, I don't think so, but we have that doubt, no?
Ito, it's
Oh.
okay man to doubt.
Ana unta na, ma'am, nga wa unta himuon nga kanang counter activity nga himuon ani nga adlaw sa maabot October 5. Anyway, si Ma'am
That's a
Agto
good
teacher
point.
sa
That's a good
si
point.
Dirasin.
Because anyway, Teachers Day man na. So, di lang
yes,
tanan
ma'am.
makatubang, no? Pero kada
That's
mga
good.
Teachers
They
Day,
can have their own activity.
last year, nana siya 5 ka answer, nana siya 5 ka objectives. As of last day,
Birnes.
last year, ha? 5 objectives on Teachers Day.
Birnes na.
World Teachers Day 5. Kami ato na iga debate, na iga contest. Kay ang kanya-kanya magud nga principal, magkanya-kanya mag activity kay mo report mo sa division niya. Patasan na yung nag-ihi, sir. Sa
Malagi, ma'am.
tanang principal. So, ato na lang siguro na, sir, ato nang i-coordinate sa division. Hindi na may tabok usaba nga magka-split.
Yes,
Pwede
ma'am.
na World Teachers Day, sir. The School Teachers Day na.
Yes, ma'am. Mao na amo gipangayo nga inagsunod na mo request sa office sa
This is a
regional
good
office.
request kay
Yes,
siguro
ma'am.
ba sir nga umagangbay na lang tabro mga ukol-ukol na lang dito
Ano
rin.
ni mo na, ma'am? World Teacher Day.
Naa, sir.
SPG o SSG amo
System.
Manam dag isyo na.
Ang memo sa national,
National.
ano, ma'am, is ang Supreme Student Council.
Ang
but
to
school
honor sa
initiated, ma'am.
teachers.
School initiated.
Yeah, school initiated to honor the teachers, sir. Kasi sila paunoron sa mga
So,
maestra ba.
Ang activity.
So,
But
kana,
the division
ma'am,
can have its own.
to that aspect, ma'am, kana nga i-initiate ali lang unta na ibutang sa buntag kaya nga mo sa hapon
Ang
nga.
mayo dyan ni sir, no, we will get a copy of the national memorandum and the international memo.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we will know what to do. As of now, offhand, di ko ka-imagine. Pero ang last year, maka-imagine ko ato. Kay ang among gibuhat ato, ang uban nga fun walk bitaw ala morning alas 6 sa buntag. Pagkauman ato kanya-kanya na lang to sa ilahang schools. Kay og alibis hapon, di naman ma-collect nimo kay tungod sa kadaghan ng activity sa school. Di ipaningot na unsa pa. So what we did, alas 5 may imidyas buntag, karon di na maingon nga di may pagkahuman ng alas 5 to alas 6 imidya, then they already went to their respective schools. Ana na lang to, but that now you can plan for October 5 pa man na pa may a few days, maybe you can still reconcile or harmonize some programs nga magkaipon ang tanang maestra even just for 1 hour. And ito pa sa tanawon nga naatanan, no? But that would depend ni Ma'am Angtud kung saan na niya pag-harmonize.
Region man nga ang ilang request to the region.
Yeah, mo issue
Ay,
the
lang
same.
sa amo, sir, kay naman ang decision making dire. Basta gani, Cebu City level, ari lang Ma'am
Amo man
Angtud.
ko, yes ma'am, we
Okay, siya
respect
may
that
decision
opinion, but
maker.
somehow we always consider region kay part man ta sa region. So mo communicate yun ninyo.
Yeah, you can copy furnish us.
Yes,
Copy
ma'am.
furnish us, good, no problem about that. Kay basig na the idea sa hay. Pero kanang basta karon na pa may time to harmonize, siguro ma-harmonize pa. Kinakanumdum sa jud ko ana nga sa amo ang naga at that time. Nagkanya-kanya na ba? So we decided, alas 5 na lang tayo medyas kadlawon. Kay para nga tanami pagkahuman, bulag-bulag kami kanya-kanya na anto sa mga schools.
Kay katong memo ni Sir Borgonya before,
Mhm.
state dyan nga member sa act mo ay mo kuyog sa parade, di ba?
Mao lagi na amo sunod na request nga di na lang mag-limit sa membro sa.
Ang may sila mag-lead, then kita sunod.
Mm.
Sila may organizational group, organized man.
Hindi mo ba ma-opsinan?
Dili pa naman sir, kaya kasi ko mas kalawon.
It's a general activity.
Clock sa kadlaw.
Yeah, it should be
Dili,
a
hapon.
convenient time. Yeah, convenient for everybody.
Unya, once masabutan na siya sir, ya tanan niya ang majority convenient na na. Ang problema lang, ang uban di mo uban po na mo didakan sir, mga bata katutoy.
Attorney kanang kuan ba in line sa celebration ana ug ari na to kay usually last year among gihil na mga 3 o'clock man to.
Ano nang 3 o'clock pa sa mo?
Hapon.
Ano hapon?
Hapon 3 o'clock hapon.
Why 3 o'clock nga? If it is, it's a big activity, it should be at a good time. At a good time is, could be 8 o'clock, could be 1 o'clock, hapon agad, alas 3 na agad. You know, if you want a big participation, there are so many people, so many teachers coming from beyond Guadalupe, or as well, they come here at 3 o'clock. So usually you will finish at 5.
Can we not be charged by of kanang class abandonment?
Dili sir, basta authorized activity, dili siya class
Okay,
management.
sige. Sir,
Depende
ma'am.
gina sa superintendent
Depende na to.
na sir. O sa kwan kaya naamang ko kung naamang ko tayo go back to Department Order number 26, series of 2012. The Department Order 26, series of 2012 specifies exactly what can be negotiated and what cannot be negotiated. The 198 days, non-negotiable. Di ba? And then 19 days, allowable. Sa ato pa, kung ang superintendent, gitanaw na niya, ang principal, gitanaw siya nga, ang 198 days, non-negotiable na. Kung ang World Teachers Day, part na sa negotiable days, maka-play ka with the time during the day. And part mo siya sa 19 days negotiable.
Tanawa lang ang national
Tanawa gili nyo ang department order. Kung dili gani na siya appeal niya, inyong gamiton, ang ato pong lusot is magklase tag Sabado. Or, the number of hours on a Saturday, i-extend. Like, uman man o alas 3:15, with the permission of the parents in writing, pwede kang maabot o alas 4 ba for 1 week. Nara na ninyo sa principal. Basta, all permission should be written. Kung mo extend ka klase beyond what the time nga i-allowed sa DepEd Order 31 series of 2012 also. So the DepEd Order will tell us good negotiable. Pero I'm very sure that the October 5 is in the calendar.
Yes.
Kung nana siya sa calendar, part niya siya sa 19 ka na negotiable days.
Murag naman tingali na
Nami na ma'am, kay World Teachers Day na.
Ano kaya tingali na mo?
World Teachers Day sa ato pa, part ginas negotiable, part ginas 19 days.
Okay ma'am, we will come to development. Okay, pwede na rin may alas 8.
Mo lagi na sir, kami kakadlawon.
Dili, ang tanawa na to, sir, nga. Kaya natanawa na to ba ang DepEd
Basta mag-negotiate lang na nato, ma'am.
Tanawa na.
World Teachers Day.
Pero ako mo
School activities and core events celebrations mandated by law. World Teachers Day, October 5.
Kanang- kanang-
Kato pa, parchas no 19 kadlaw.
Okay. Kanang pag-ingog World Teachers Day, October 5, wa na sa mag-specify unsang orasa.
Wow,
Depende.
the whole day,
So,
guna
open
world
siya.
man na.
Open. So, pwede lagi, ma'am?
Day man siya, day man.
Pag silang sa adlaw, sir, sugod na ng day.
Oh.
But you are complaining nga others cannot attend kay may other activities in other schools. So,
Yes, Atty.
when I say that, ang gusto pasabot, let's consider, if you want to have a big participation, let's consider the schools beyond, as I said, beyond Guadalupe or beyond Pardo. Lagyan mo na sila. So you cannot expect these teachers to come.
Yes, ug mo tambong sila attorney. Okay ra, we welcome them, but
Manili na,
Like
sir.
every activity is purely voluntary.
But precisely, that's what I said.
Kung gusto silang
Pero kung
attend sa
class
kanila,
day na siya,
gusto
sir,
sila sa-
mahimo siya
sa
nga,
ilang school
one,
nga
accounted siya nga,
activity.
they should be there. Pero, ano na nila, sir, kay this is a democratic one. So, nila magsabot, tungkol sa ulasa, alas 12 ba
Asa ba
so,
sila?
maniyugto sila, or sa
Pero nga kung bang tang suggestion ba Ma'am Amar na naman ginay mga activity in school, sir, no? So usually yun na itukla kay ang mga estudyante yun, mamaganda sila, matag maganda sila o
Okay.
honor sa
Ma'am, mag-recognition na sa silang
Oh.
teachers karon, di
Unya,
ba?
mo request ni ma'am nga, buntag lang ang mga schools activity. Unya, ang
Sige,
sa
ma'am.
world teachers, di ara na lang din sa hapon.
Din ka, ma'am, mo request, send your request to the office.
Plano nyo na mamako.
World teachers ni mag-parade lang sir from
Parade.
normal nya. Sa una, nang-invite man may adto gani ni Ma'am Angtod. Di ba ma'am, mo invite ka as one of the
Bakar
speakers.
sila.
Depende. Kay kung mukha ni sir, ang kanang upgrade,
by the division na kanang kuan siguro.
Na school level, nasa school level.
Pero kinanglan
Oh, coordinated with the
Ma'am,
division
sir,
lang.
ang utang diha,
kanang
World Teachers Day Unity Walk.
whether it is hourly or
Kuya
not.
wanta makay.
For as long as it is bound by law, nalagi hapon diha pa.
Ipakita mo sa
Democratic
inyong program
gihapon.
daan.
Ipakita
program.
ang proposal sa ninyo tanaw na.
Proposal ba sa program?
Yes, ma'am. Kay ang lisod na sa kayo
Okay naman na mag-rally, sir, basta increase salary. Sa pag-marcha, pagos Malacanang, sir, Congress, uban ka. Coordinated lagi with the division, okay na.
Okay na, supervisor mga pero ma'am. Sali.
Yes, teacher mo ka, sir.
Okay.
Teachers, teacher.
Yes, sir. There's a choice. That's, challenge by choice. Challenge by choice na siya, sir. Yung consequence inyo haman. When you make a choice for a challenge, then
Kaya ako,
the
ralista po
consequence
na.
is yours. Sige. Next item. Kaya nga para ba tayo, meeting ang usog ganin din nato matubag ron. Next Number 6 na ta, Public Sector Unionism, Refunds and Service Credits. Siya man ni sir, ang number 6.
Nagtambong mag seminar o
kanina ma'am, amo nang gi-coordinate sa kaning seminar. Pero panahon na ni Ma'am Dulangon among request ang nag-send letter of October 2, 2012 to Carmelita T.
October
Dulangon,
2.
Doktor. No, dili October to April. Sorry. Carmelita T. Dulangon dinhi sa maong office, no? Unya ning issue siya og memorandum nga nakabutang diri sa ika-third paragraph. Unahon lang nato diri sa ang unod gyud ma'am ang content. The Department of Education has issued DepEd Order number 51 series of 2003 entitled Teachers Orientation to Public Unionism. This mandates that all public school teachers and non-teaching personnel must be provided with relevant and adequate information on the legal basis of public sector unionism, and that all principals and school superintendents shall allow teachers, wa magingon nga ang ACT member lang, shall allow teachers and even non-teaching personnel to participate in any public employees organization sponsored seminar. In line, second paragraph, in line with this, the Alliance of Concerned Teachers together with the ACT Teachers Party list and in partnership with the Education International, will hold a seminar on public sector unionism from April 23 to 26. Yeah, di na nating klase kay bakasyon man ni siya, ma'am.
Oo.
For Region 7, this will be held in Cebu City. Expected to attend are teachers, leaders from schools and divisions of Region 7. May we please request you to issue a memorandum allowing them to attend on monolithic request, no? Official time, allowing the transportation and other related expenses be chargeable to MOE to this significant event. At
Okay,
this,
sir.
yes, ma'am.
Murag natay gamay nga kuha na sir terminology ba
Yes, ma'am.
nga ay adjust kay kana man gud sa gobyerno sir kung iuntang official time sa ato pa sir dili ma-charge ang litik o ang other expenses to MOE. Kung mingon kang official business, mao na siya chargeable.
To MOE.
So maybe ang ato rang term gigamit mo sa COA terms ba, ang ilang official time is your own transportation, tanan-tanan niya kanang allowed ra mo to participate in the activity. Kung mo charge na ganis division office, pirmahan sa director o sa superintendent, chargeable to MOE funds, official business ang ngalan na sir. Maybe
Oh.
mga ilang kag reconsideration ana sa may request ana.
Nya dia may reply ni sa later man to namo sa act nya. Dia may reply ni Ma'am Dulangon ani ma'am.
Oo.
Transportation sa third paragraph, transportation and other incidental expenses including the registration fee of 500 pesos shall be chargeable against the MOE.
School MOE fund na sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Respective school
Mao
MOE
lagi
fund.
ma'am unya subject to the usual accounting rules and regulations as commanded based sa memo gikan ni Ma'am Dulangon.
Oh.
Now karon in line ani ning hatag ko didto kay isipagtahod ni Ma'am Amar Angton. Kanini ako ning gi-submit didto sa iyahang office nya dia na-receive ni adtong May 7 for refund. Na detach din I do not to asan ako nabutang na stapler. Na detach din ang gipapilit ni Ma'am Dulangon nga who give you the authority.
Dulangon?
Ma'am, dili Ma'am Dulangon, Ma'am Angton.
Ah.
Ma'am Angton, with your respect, ma'am. Ako nang gipass dito sa iyang office, dayon pagbalik na akong gikuha na naka-attach din
Wala ni mo
love
attach
letter
ang letter ni Ma'am Dulangon.
nga 110 to niya. Dili to ka. Mao naman ni ma'am ang
Memo.
reply ni Ma'am Dulangon, yang memo. Nya dia ang request na mo. Although ato nga time tungod kay Friday na na-release. Friday, Thursday. Wa namin time pag hatag sa maong memo para mo issue og DC memo si Ma'am Angtod. So, to that effect, wa na may ka communicate
Wala ka
ma'am.
issue
So
travel
kani
order.
yes ma'am. So ang amo ani is kanang giingon namo dinhi sa public sector unionism refund and service credits base sa Ma'am Dulangon nga yang reply nga memorandum akong gi sunod akong gi submit sa opisina ni Ma'am Angtod unya yang gibutangan regular letter nga who give you the authority.
Correct.
Karon ma'am.
Pasabot na sir, ang procedural ni siya sir no murag procedural na ni siya ang lapse na to.
Yes,
time dili jud ato ang sayop good. Pero ang kuan lang ana murag time element ang kulang no.
Yes, ma'am.
Bali pagkadawat paglarga ninyo mingon gani ako superintendent to give you the authority kay wala ka tagay travel order based on the memorandum of Ma'am Dulangon. So procedural siya kay sa COA dili man ta maka refund kung walay travel order sa superintendent bisan og naay gikan sa director. So ang mahimo ra jud nato anang karon is reconsideration.
So ang among kuan ani
Request
ma'am
for
reconsideration.
ni siya sir. Kay
Yeah.
procedural due to
So-
lack of time ba, a lack of ample time to follow kanang mag-procedure pag yun siya nga mag-order.
Yes ma'am. We understand. I understand. Kanang asa may mag-start ma'am for reconsideration diha sa imo or ka ma'am?
Dili, ma'am Angtod.
So okay ka ma'am ug amo nang
Yeah,
button for
padala pa
reconsideration.
ninyo.
Ang ako, I wrote a letter to Ma'am Dulangon, query as to what is the meaning of, so what is the meaning of,
Official
kasi
time.
yung sabot na ng official time, chargeable against, kaya haron ako po na siya support sa kuwa, o ma-disallow ba kay.
Kung kailan mag-request ma'am sa official time niya, sila kung gasulat, kung sila kalibutan, o kung sa yung meaning sa official time sa COA. Okay, bisan ganing atong mga supervisors sa sahay, Kana mo yung official time niya, katuo sila mo, larga na yun sila, ang pagkamang
Yeah.
order niya.
Kani siya, ma'am.
Charge to
Ang point lang, sir, ba,
official
take it from
time, hindi
your-
ba sa official time, personal in
From
nature
your mind
ba?
bang I'm trying to kuan ninyo ba I'm just trying to follow procedure ba kay
Oh, procedural na siya, sir.
follow procedure then unsa naman layan to paano wa tay basihan ba it's has nothing to do with you nga app mo wala kanang procedure lang gud sir.
Yeah,
Kanang
procedure ko
inyong
na mga reconsideration.
Mabita na ma'am Gilda, not to pin you down ma'am with your respect
wala,
ma'am.
wala.
Kanang ang amo lang is what course of action we are
Correct.
going to take mo ning
Wala.
among gi-brought out diri ni ma'am kun para maripanan katong mga na
Pila ka
ning
book na,
appeal.
sir, pero kanya-kanyang school na, sir.
Yes ma'am, different schools from different divisions
Sa
sa Region
pilang
7.
registration.
500 only.
Gagamay na. Basta procedural na siya, sa ato pa i-reconcile yun nato ang procedure para nga ma-allow kay niya ato pong hinumduman nga basta gani official time personal in nature ang gasto kung yung nga imong official business chargeable to imo official business na nga anyway gamay naman na siya pero di mo na atong term sa kuha na nga
Consideration.
gamay pa kaya na mo reconsideration na sir
So, magsuot na minimum.
Consideration
Para sa
ako
mga siya na po yung maalis
no,
sa-
consideration ako for the travel order. Consideration ni Ma'am Dulangon sa kanang iyang memo.
word nga official time ba
Okay, wala
Oh,
pang koy
official
na ng
business.
iyang memo.
nga
Sa Canada
ano
lang,
lang yun ninyo sir nga wala
Consideration
ko
nimo o niya
On sa travel order.
Travel order.
Oh. While sa memo, Kamam Dulangon na siya kay Kamam Dulangon
nga
na
it will be
issue.
considered official business.
Kanang korigindom ba sir?
Official time.
Korigindom.
Corrindom na siya, sir. Nga instead of official time, it will
Official
be
business.
official business. Chargeable
okay.
to MI funds.
official business
Okay.
instead of official time.
Official time.
Official business ibutang na mo ni ma'am OB.
O, consider ni mo ni ma'am nga ipa-reconsider instead of official time, official business.
Sir,
So ang
Chargeable to
ang
your school MI funds.
atong iklaro ma'am nga ang sa imong end kanang
Travel order, ma'am.
Ang katong ma'am Dulangon to
Kana
Time.
Sa official
correction
time,
na siya,
correction.
sir. Corrindom.
Yung
Instead of
bigay
official
sa-
time, it will be official business.
Sige.
Yes.
Marisol na
na
siya,
nato,
sir.
sir.
Isa madugay-dugay ma-refund mga maestra, basta ma-refund lang sila.
Kaya sa kuha sa tulong ka sa diyan.
Lako lang
si
sila.
usap lang ang tanan. Usap lang tanan.
Usahon lang ato sir.
Usahan lang ninyo, usahan lang yun naman, marang usahan lang yun ang action. Kuha sa
Kinano
action.
po niya may bilin niya.
Okay niya. Kaning number 7, wala tayo lain ato sir, katong refund mo na to.
Okay na to ma'am.
Okay na.
Yato lang po i-communicate ato mga teachers ba sir ba, kanang di pa ibalo nila ninyo sila sa inyong gibuhat pang action. Para hindi po sila mag-feel bad kay kanang mag-feel bad, di po mo ganado mo teach.
Yes,
Kanya,
ma'am.
kung madugay pa niya mubuha ang resultaan niya sila kasi nag-good dito. Lives are affected every time, no? Every minute. So, kinala-inspired atong maestra para mataas-taas ato ang results. Then number 7, sir.
Kaning GSIS?
Mura na corrected na ni sir, no?
Yes ma'am.
Mura na corrected na ko nino rin bago, mga 2 days ago ba, 3 days, nga nanay mo ang DBM o Secretary Luis Tro, i-release ang 4 billion ba to? Something like that, pero wak pa na written, sir, ha? Mga palita-palita pala na.
Mas mayon tag nanagay pa ma'am.
Ato lang ning i-follow up, sir, ang kuan ani, kaning written yun aning release of 4 billion from DBM to DepEd niya, may MOOE with the Secretary. Ma'am, we'll follow this up. Pwede si Chief Edda na lang pa-follow up on ani. Siya may contact dito sa kuan.
Ma'am, excuse me ma'am. Kini bang sa, di ba katong arrears, pag mature gud sa among kuan ma'am, kanang policy, di banguhaan man mi og arrears, mo refund ana ang GSIS na.
Ma'am,
May posibilidad.
kanang pag isuwat lang na nato niya, I bring it up with the GSIS.
Apil kuan naman. Akong policy ni mature. Wala sa
Sa kuy ka og dagdag
Just
akong
give us the
istorya.
specifics lang ma'am
Nga, ang iyang nag-expect siya nga 50,000 ang iyang policy. Pag sumado ma'am, zero gud.
Ako gani kay nakabayad.
Ikuan na na, ma'am. Itinaksa lang yun na. Kaya mo sakay po gani kuan na.
Mas mayo ni ma'am, no? Nga ako yun
Oh,
yung disseminate.
Oh yes, disseminate good information is the best tool. Knowledge is the best tool, but data alone will not serve that purpose. It should be converted to knowledge, information. Information should be translated to knowledge, and then the knowledge should have an action para nga lang kita na itapos. And the appropriate action. Kung wa, then let's work together. Kay Kung dili kita magtinabangay ingon ani wa tay dialogue okay mahitabo nga resolution nya the other teachers do not represent themselves. Walay mo represent nila ang ilang course di sa mabot nato. Nya wa jud mo gimok para nila. They have their own sentiments. The whole system is affected. Imagine if your teacher is handling 200 children, 200 students, kay gana kay wa dawat imong benefit. I mean, how many students are affected? Pila ka kinabuhi na affected ang adlaw. What if a student drop kay gisingkahan sa teacher? Mangutana pa itong estudyante nga kung gisingkahan ni ma'am. Ano nila man balik? And then, maato na pong lanton, mag-alternative learning na sa ta, mag-alternative remote na sa ta. I mean, rather than keep them there, but keeping them, kung dili joyful, ma'am, dili yapon. So everybody should be happy, the teacher, the children, the principal,